Topic is the Broncos your religion? And I was knocked off my other Facebook, so we're gonna start it over here on my other Facebook. And pretty soon, my radio show, you will see that you'll see the advertising for that in about 10 minutes here. So I just jumped on here for a little bit because I understand that your Governor Polis is going to have Brittany, I guess she's now the owner, Brittany Bolin, on at noon to talk about your religion, which is the Broncos. It seems like you can have 17,000 people in a arena, but you better not have a church service. You can have cheering from the crowds, but you better not sing and worship God. It looks like Emperor Polis is picking and choosing winners and losers in this game he's playing with Michael B. Hancock. Oh, by the way, if you don't know who this is, my name is Johnny J. I'm the only blind TV producer in Colorado, and I produce a TV show on Channel 56 called Intervision TV, and we've been doing that since 1990, coming back in various forms. So go over there and watch it. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe and like the video. If you are if you are watching this on Facebook, like my page, because we're trying to get up to at least 1,000 on my business page, intervisionrecords.org. All right, so you can help us out in that way. And if you want to support us, we are doing a concert October the 10th at 6 p.m. at the Mercury Cafe. Get your tickets on our website, intervisionfm.com, and you could be either virtual or you can be there physically. We're trying to raise $5,000 to $10,000, and $10,000 will cover half of our expenditures for half of the year. So if we get to that point, that'd be fantastic. $5,000 will cover 3 months. So it just helps us work with our disabled musical artists to get them placed in places where their music can get out there, and it costs money. I just can't show up with a great smile and say, "Hey, play our artists," or can your sound guy work for free? There's cost in running a nonprofit and cost in getting musical artists out there so they can compete with their able-bodied people. We do have grassroots artists as well who are just starting as well. So we appreciate if you go to our website, intervisionrecords.org or Intervision FM, to pick up some tickets there and invite your friends, and let's make this we really want to make this like a blowout event. Also, you can pre-order and review my book, 6 Shades of Blindness, and it's on Amazon, and you can also find that link on our web pages as well, Intervision FM and intervisionrecords.org. Now let's get back to is the Broncos your religion? Now I remember I think when the Broncos won, I think it was one of these playoffs. Not the last one, but I think the one before that one. And they were, I don't know where I saw them, but it was like a group of the guys, and they were saying like, "This is what we do before we start the game," and they rah rah rah, and I was like, I just thought it was so weird the way that they were talking. And I guess they're not professional speakers, they're football players, and and then when they did win the Super Bowl at the time, I think it was like 1 million people who went down to the Civic Center and all you could see was like a sea of orange. And I said, these are more people than in most churches here in Colorado, coming to see the God, the Broncos. And I have a friend, Mike Cespedes. He has his passes to go see the games, and usually because of his disability, they give it to they rent it out to someone else. But personally myself, I have never wasted my time to go see the Broncos, because I don't know. I understand that people like to sit down and watch, get some can of beer and watch, these teams play. But even now, with all the politicizing that's going on, the emblems that you can wear now to have this protest or that protest, and I'm thinking, wasn't this supposed to be like an escape from politics, escape from just reality, where you can go off and if you had a terrible life, Monday through Friday, you could sit down on a Sunday afternoon or a Saturday or a Monday night, and you can fantasize about you running the ball into the end zone and making that touchdown, and it was our Broncos, or whatever team is your team. And but now Emperor Polis and his sidekick Michael B. Hancock have said, how can we make the people love us again? So on September the 27th, this is how they're going to show the people of Colorado that much love. We're bringing your Broncos to Colorado, and will there be mass? Oh, of course there has to be mass, because we want to protect you from the virus, and we want to protect you. But at the same time, after you've seen what we've done here at the Coliseum, we want you to vote for us, because, hey, if we can bring the Broncos and let 7,000 of you sit shoulder to shoulder, you can certainly vote for a Democrat, right? And how many are you going to vote? And I leave a remark. How many of you will vote for these banditos just because they brought the Broncos here? And how many of you will put up with the protesting instead of them playing football and earning their money that way? They're protesting. So with their Black Lives Matter, but yet when black people in their communities have all this havoc going on and killing babies and so forth like that, Black Lives Matters is nowhere to be found. And I know they say, oh, don't talk about that, but that has nothing to do with police shooting black people. As I look at this, more black people are shooting each other than there are police shooting black people. I mean, you can look at the stats in that. And what about these Antifa white boys and these other white boys with the Black Lives Matter going into destroy small black businesses where the owners are black, and they are hiring black and brown people, and so that's all right to go and destroy a black business, a black-owned business, and come out and say Black Lives Matter, right? And it's okay to destroy businesses in the black communities that they depend on, right? But as the Vanderveer, who had their race a couple of Tuesdays ago, they had their protests in opposition to this. That wasn't right. So as they say, like these elections have consequences. Oh, by the way, my show from Spreaker is on the day, so I want you to go catch that show. I'm not sure who I'm promoting today, but each day I take 10 minutes and I promote different. Oh no, I think I'm promoting Wayne Turner music today, and I'm promoting. In the future, I'll be promoting Intervision Compilation 2017 and Dreamland. And then I'm not sure who I'm going to be, what music from our artists am I going to be promoting as well. And if you could do so, when you see these promotions, put these guys in your Spotify playlist and stream them, because that really helps. If you could even purchase their CD or the download or something like that, that will really help as well to support independent artists here in Denver. Let's see. My earphones are not working, or at least these are not. I let the charge go out, so let me plug these back in. But we do want your comments. I mean, is the Broncos your religion? Do you see them as your Lord and Savior? And some of you guys, I guess, you use it as escape from whatever, unusual relationship you're in, and some of you women who might like it, or maybe, it's a good family, wholesome thing, watching the football team. But I'm just thinking with all this politics that have entered in there, and it's not the same as when Muhammad Ali was protesting about the Vietnam War. He says, I understand where he was coming from. He was saying, him being a black man, he said, why should he go to another country and kill a yellow man who's never done anything to him? Right? And you can go on YouTube and see some of those speeches and talks that he had at different colleges. And man, I mean, and I would suggest you go and listen to some of the things that Malcolm X said about the Democrats and the Dixiecrats, meaning that a Dixiecrat is a undercover Democrat, right? And when you do that research, you'll go back and you'll see that who started the Jim Crow laws, and that was the Democrats. Who started the KKK, that was the Democrats, and who opposed the Reconstruction that Lincoln put in place, because he figured, for so many years it was illegal to teach black people to read, so we had to give them like a upper hand, not an upper hand, but a hand up, and land and the possibility. And then that I think that was the first gun control law that came in. The Democrats came in and said, well, we got to take away the guns from the blacks. And then how well did that work out when they took the guns away from blacks? Then they were able to lynch black people, and not shoot them in the back like is happening with some of these bad policemen. But they had a chance to lynch them face to face with no pushback, because they had made it illegal for black people to have guns, right? So whenever you hear Democrats talking about gun control and taking away guns, remember this is not their first go around, and it didn't work out too well when they did it to us black people when they did it the first time. And I think a lot of people, they don't think about that. They don't, I don't know if it's just the dumbing down of America, and why the history of this is escaped people. You have the internet, which I guess Google is so good at pushing down true history, that maybe you don't dig deep enough, or maybe because there's no more libraries or physical libraries, you can't go to the library and get a book, because If it's not on your phone, why would you go to the library? But for the young people who have been lied to and been probably brainwashed into believing that the history that Republicans are bad, when Republicans are the ones who freed the slaves. Abraham Lincoln is the one who a lot of black people were in Congress and had official parts in the Republican Party, and then they started migrating over to Democrats, which the Democrats didn't want them anyway. And like in 1964, it was a majority of Democrats were trying to push back on the civil rights laws that President Johnson, who was the most racist president. Well, maybe first, second. Woodrow Wilson was pretty racist as well, and because he separated the black staff from the white staff in the White House. None of that stuff is covered in your history books. It's covered, but the Democrats, they want to destroy statues, because if you have those statues, then you can say, well, okay, I know that person was on the Confederacy, but let's go back in the history and find out what that meant. And what does it mean to be a Yankee? What does that mean? What does that mean? And so they can go back and study the history. But if you tear down the statues, you have no reference points. So out of sight, out of mind, you can tell the people, anything, and they will believe it, right? Because they think that you're telling the truth, which you're not. Anyway, if you just joined us, my name is Johnny J. You're watching Innervision TV. If you're watching it on YouTube, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel. If you're watching it on Facebook, like our channel. And if you agree, let us know about that. If you disagree, let us know about that. Keep it calm. You know what I'm saying? But we appreciate you. Want to also let you know again, if you just joined us, we have a book out there called 6 Shades of Blindness. You can pre-order that. It's coming out December the 7th. We also have a concert on October the 10th, and we would appreciate if you go and get those, get some tickets for that, either virtual or you can come down physically and enjoy the concert. Now let's see.
Creative tools button, flip camera, front facing, flashlight chooser, flashlight off, invite to go live with button, comment button, finish button, comment button.
Well,
invite to go live with button.
Well, we're gonna close this out here on Innervision FM.
Comment button.
And we want you to leave your comments.
Finish button.
And let us know some of the other topics you would like us to cover. If you like it to be more music, politics, or mixture. Sometimes I just mix it up, just depending on my my thoughts and my feelings concerning the stuff. All right.
Finish button.
So God bless. We'll see you the next time here on Innervision FM with Johnny J, the only blind TV producer
Finish button.
in Colorado.